So in this video, I will show you how to export out selected road features to create a new feature class. And the reason why I want to do this for this map is because right now our roads don't really show any type of visual hierarchy. So in our map, we want to make sure that certain roads, the main artery roads, the highways, stand out a little bit more from the smaller subdivision roads. So in order to do that, we need to make a new feature class for each of these, and we can do that by right-clicking on this, opening up the attribute table, and then here in the attributes there's a few different variables. The important column is going to be Carto. So if we go to select by attribute, we're going to do a new selection. We're using the road layer. So we want to select where Carto is equal to 1. And 1 I know just happens to be the freeway. So we have that. And we can say okay. And if we look down here, there's 53 segments or lines that make up the highway. So we can close this. And now we want to make this its own feature class. So to do that, we again right click, data, export, and we're going to export this out, and we will make sure we're going to the right place. Mine just happens to be called Meridian Future Land Use.gdb, and we don't want the defaults, so make sure we just up to the backslash, and we'll call it highway. And then we can go okay. Notice that it was now added to our geodatabase highway, and we can clear our selection, and we can change this symbology, which we'll do later on, but we can just do it as an example there. So we can see that we have that. So there's our highways. Now the next thing we want to do is do the same thing for these main, these main roads. So if we go back to our roads layer, attribute table, and again, we're going to select by attributes. But now instead of Carto being 1, we want it to be 3. And we can apply, and we can see this, but we don't get all the roads that we need. So we're going to add another clause. And this is the important thing. We don't want an and, we want an or for our Boolean, where Carto is equal to 4. And now we get, we can put apply and okay. So now we can highlight all the main roads that we want. And of that, there's 1,174 line segments. So we can close this attribute table, and that's what it looks like, and that's capturing what we want. Again, we will go to data, export, and we can give this kind of a, we'll call it main roads. And again, we know where it's going to be exported out to. Okay. And there we have our main roads now. We can clear the selection. And if we want to change these main roads, we can, let's see, what color do we want to do? Well, just for now, before we go that, we can do that. It's a little thick. We can change that. Maybe a 2. And there we go. So now you can see, even though this is very rough and crude, you're going to go refine this later on. We have kind of a hierarchy now, right? The main kind of roads that are shuttling people across the city are highlighted. And then we will make the other more surface streets more subtle in future video.